This intake came out of this Winnebago 1975 Chrysler 318. I didn't want to make a 4-barrel. It doesn't need it for many reasons, but this carburetor is too small, okay? And the intake is cast iron. It's a POS, and it weighs about 60 pounds almost, right? And they don't make an aluminum one. So the 4-barrel one flows better, and I poured it in Paul's head. So this adapter says it could also be used for a 2-barrel to a 4-barrel intake, which I want to do for many of my own reasons, right? But look at the gap between there. So that gap is causing a problem because I believe that because there's different plateaus, that this side is sucking more of both within that gap. So it was running rough. So I had to get rid of that. And then I got this carburetor. Okay. So this one I had to make an adapter for. Okay. But they give you the screws for this Mr. Gasket stuff. And I think Mr. Gasket is terrible. Why didn't they drill a hole so you could feel safe? Because the way they do it this, and they claim, okay, it sucks in performance as well as that bolt could come out and drop right the fuck in your intake. That's it. Mr. Gasket, shame on you. Absolutely garbage. Okay. And yeah, Cometic gaskets are great. Okay. And like this kit could have come with more. And one of the gaskets was damaged a little bit. So I made this and I had to cut my own gasket. Okay. To go on there like that. And I wired that up. So this way I could have a nice 2-barrel. This is either 500 or 600 CFM. This is like 325 to 385 probably. Okay. And I like doing stuff like that, but I have to do this because of Mr. Gasket having crappy stuff. Okay. And also I would never invent that. That's BS. I would have done so much better. And like, you know, the gasket material and things having to be better. Okay. And then also like I would be doing carving stuff like this. Okay. And now I put myself, you know, into stuff like that. That's the air cleaner, you know, because like, anyway, yeah, it is what it is, but that's the whole reason for it. And like, it's just BS. I wanted to make this thicker out of thicker material, but I don't have the resources and time right now. And like my fingers are messed up, but I have the, you know, the place that'll let me do it. But if I could make that like a 1/4 inch or more, I could solve the problems and recess all that shit and tap it and it'll be nice. So then I won't have any problems. So, and rebuilding the carburetor, I couldn't like, you know, have the video around for all that and take time to cut it up. I would love to do that, but you know, like, I'm working just like everybody else. I'm not doing this so I could be you know, I'm just recording what I'm doing. And I appreciate everybody. I'm just trying to keep everything under 3 minutes as well. And I want to get back to the painting and stuff because it's fun. There you go. And I'll get back to Pennywise.